Ben, hello Jack. Another add-on to the house. I was going to put an anvil down and I thought it really shouldn't be in the house, it should be at a blacksmith's forge. So, seeing as most of the house is built of wood, I thought that would be better off in an open area outside. So here we are. This is just a little decoration, not to do anything in particular. It's supposed to be a blacksmith's forge with charcoal and fire behind, and got a bellows at the side. All purely decorative, just somewhere to put the anvil. And then I thought I'd add a bulk smelting area out here as well. This is all set up with hoppers inside, so I can put anything that needs smelting in the top here. Either of these chests, it'll go down into the chest, into the furnaces below, and come out again with hoppers down into here. And there's a ladder up the side and hatches on the top for me to put fuel into here. Right, now you'll notice there's no fuel in there at the minute, and that's because I also want to make myself an automatic charcoal machine. Now I've seen other people do this. It's basically you have a furnace to cook wood into charcoal, and then you take some of the charcoal and put it back in as fuel into the furnace, so that it's sort of self-supporting. Now I thought I'd, rather than giving you a tutorial, I'd actually record myself trying to work out how to do it. So that's what this video is going to be mostly. Let's see how I get on. Okay, here we are. Let me just clear my inventory and get a few bits and pieces out. I always like to have sandstone on my bar so that I can replace any blocks in the ground I delete. Then I'm going to want furnace and hoppers and droppers, comparators and repeaters and redstone torches. And I'll probably want a bunch of wood and charcoal in a minute, but we'll leave that for the moment. Okay, let's start by going a little way up from the ground, because most of the build is going to be underground. Stick the furnace at that level. Silly, because now I need to get a hopper underneath here. Downwards for the moment. One above going down, and one behind going in. So we've got fuel input from the back, things to be smelted from the top, so the wood will go in that way, and the charcoal will come out the bottom. Now, let's think. The first thing is, another thing we're going to need is the chests. So we'll want chest on the top of this hopper, which will be either at ground level or just above. Now I need to bring the charcoal that comes out back up to ground level, so I'm going to need some sort of upward transport for the charcoal. See if we put So we're going to want to bring it in. Let's think. Now we're going to need to take the charcoal out of this chest from below to go into the fuel. So we'll need a hopper underneath there, which is going to come round to there. So we need to have it facing backwards. Yeah, that. Oh, drat. That. Okay. Then, let's think about this. I'm going to bring the charcoal out of the bottom of the furnace and across and up this way. Then I need to have it coming into the back or the sides of this chest where the dropper. If I'm bringing the stuff out the back, probably easiest to do it. There we go again. From this side. No, that's going upwards. Like that. Believe that's lined up. Yep. So that's coming across that way. I'm going to want to have column of hoppers, droppers rather, coming up this way, and this hopper going in here. Now, 4 hoppers, droppers rather. I also want a chain of hoppers around from here. That. Now then, I don't want to have loads of charcoal filling up these hoppers. So what I'm going to want to do, can I do that or is it too close? What I'm going to want is a comparator out of this hopper. I'm going to want, now I know what I need to do. I need to make this a double chest and have the hopper coming out of there instead. That way I can have a bit more room to power or to arrange the powering of these droppers. Because what I want to do is have redstone torch under that one to stop. Oh no, it's not under that one that I want it. Come on, Tim. I want to go into there and across that way, so then I can have a block here with the redstone torch on there which will hold that one from sucking anything out of the chest unless or until So we want to say if there's anything in that hopper, this will be on. So then this torch will go out, and then we want stone line coming round from there. That, which will turn this off. So, for example, let's get ourselves a stack of charcoal. Want to put, no you don't, want to put a stack of them in there. And one in there. What? Oh, you're in the wrong place. One in there, so that will stay there. That turns this on, which shuts this redstone torch off, allowing this one to come on, which locks that hopper. So if I now stick the rest of those in there, they won't go anywhere. If I take the charcoal, actually, let's just take the charcoal out of there. Immediately that should, well, that's allowed 3 through, but oh, that's got 1 in. So there's 4, 5 or so in. That should be okay. If I now take some of those out of there, that should, yeah, that's going on and off as it feeds into there, and it stopped. So that is now back up to maximum, and we've got 2 in there, none there, none there, 2 in there, none in there, 1 in there, so again about 5. So 5 get lost in the system, but that's okay. It's better than having sort of 5 stacks in each of these hoppers. Right, now the next thing I want to do is start with comparator out of there, so that I can say, what do I need to do? I want to test it with a block of wood. Stick a block of wood in the furnace. That takes 1 charcoal, which should then immediately be replaced. Yes, that goes through. So this dropper now contains 1 charcoal, and its comparator is on. So I want to do this now. I need to power these 4. Oh, that's something I could do. If I strip this out, move those, that's silly. Can do just 3 hoppers going upwards. Ooh, now that is going to powering them. Damn it! But if I have three droppers coming up and then a hopper going into there rather than a dropper, so long as that's hidden, I can then just power these 3. So we then have Peter going into there. Comparator coming out this side. Put redstone on there, it's going to be powered by that torch, so that's no good, so I can't have it coming out that side. Can't have it coming out that side. Oh, this is a bit of a... Oh. Can't have it going in this side, in from the side, because that torch will power the repeater. Can't have it going in this side because I've got the hopper there at the moment. There's no reason couldn't take it out the back here. So that might work. Take it out the back there. So power to there. Be careful not to link to that redstone. And this is only get a so you're going to get power 1. So I'd have to come down and put a redstone torch there. So now when that's in there, that's off. Okay, I can have clock here. Oh, rat. I think I'm the wrong way again. So the repeater there going into the block, redstone there, and a torch there. That's a redstone clock. Need at least 2 ticks, otherwise the torch will burn out. Right. So now when I take the charcoal out, the clock stops, which is what I want. And now, take power from there, I could do. Move the charcoal. Just what I'm trying to do, but not quite how I'm trying to do it. charcoal in there. You get 2 ticks. Which is enough to send the charcoal up into the chest. Let's just put a few in there. Let's see how it goes. So that's pulsing away, sending them up here. You can see the charcoal coming in and out of there and going into the chest. That's it, I think. There we go. Right, it's a bit messy, but it sort of works. So the next thing to do would be to try and refine it or compact it down a bit. Well, okay, now we'll go back and build it for real. Remember how it all works, that would be good. Okay, here we go. I've done a wooden building round it in the same sort of Japanese style as the house, and I've adjusted this one as well, rebuilt the building round it in the same sort of style. The input chest is behind this door and down into the hopper and into the furnace below. I would have liked to have actually been able to see the furnace so that I could see whether it was running, but I needed a block here to put the door on, so I'll just live with it like that. And there's the output chest there, and I've given it a good run through and got about 5 stacks of charcoal out of it. Make sure it's all working, and I've used the charcoal to fuel these furnaces here. Already used some of that too. You can still access the input chest up the top here in this one. I've made a slight change whilst I was rebuilding this. One problem with having this automatic smelting set up is that if you use hoppers to take the output from the furnaces, you don't get any XP. So I've set it up so that if this switch is off, the hoppers underneath these furnaces are locked so that they don't take the items out of the output slot. And then if you flick the switch down, you can access the chest underneath here, and the hoppers are freed up. Right, I've also added to the wall around here. I was going to try putting a canopy over here, just to sort of a shade from the sun, using string and the new carpet tiles, which I had a few of them up there and it didn't look too bad, but because there's no sort of droop to the tiles, it didn't look like a canopy at all. It just looked like a flat sheet, which wasn't what I really wanted. Oh, I've also got rid of the trapdoor hatches at the top to get to the fuel boxes, and just a door around the side here. Yep. Turn our stock on. So that would be in here if I ever wanted to put in huge amounts of fuel. Right, that's those. I should probably be leaving this as it is for the time being, and possibly working on the main house again next time. I have a fancy to do a tower next to it. Possibly sort of a multi-level library with enchanting setup at the top. Not quite sure how I'm going to do that, or where it's going to fit on the side, one side or the other. Oh, you remember last time I thought there was a spider on the roof and couldn't work out just where he was? Well, turns out I seem to have made myself a spider trap, because they keep spawning under the floorboards here. Right. There's enough space for them to spawn under there, but because this gap is only one high, they can't get out. So they just sit under there. Other mobs that spawn under here have got the chance to actually wander off, but the spiders just get stuck under there. So I have to come down there every now and then and shoot them. Right. Well, I hope you enjoyed the video. Don't forget to like and comment, and I will see you again next time. Bye bye.